Today we're going to make a zentangle pumpkin. First we have to start by sketching our pumpkin. So draw an oval and then draw a section on the left and then on the right. Make sure you draw lightly until you get it right, then trace over it harder. Draw your stem. If you want to make a three-dimensional stem with a circle on the top, you can, or if you want to make a swirly stem, you just add on to that one and make a little swirl at the top. I liked my swirl, so I erased the stumpy stem. After you have your pumpkin drawn, you can trace it in Sharpie. Oh, one thing I forgot was I added leaves at the bottom. I added 4 leaves on the bottom of this picture. On my other example, I only did 3. It's up to you, but it kind of adds a little bit of a different color to your picture. When you're done drawing your pumpkin, get a Sharpie and draw your lines on your pumpkin. If you don't have a Sharpie, paint your pumpkin first and then go back and add the black outlining with a black marker. Once you have it traced, think of different designs that you can make in each of the sections. Don't just do something simple. Try and elaborate on it and add more detail. Like instead of just doing stripes, I added zigzags to make it more interesting. The next one, I did a spider web by drawing an X with a line through it and then several more lines through it. And then I made little smiley faces on each of the sections that connected. I didn't fill the whole area with one spider web, so I made 2 spider webs and connected them. That's one pattern that I did for the middle section. Each section of your pumpkin should have a different pattern. You get to create and be creative with your designs. For this one, I did bubbles of different sizes all over. I drew all of my zentangle designs directly in Sharpie. I figured if I make a mistake, I can just make it into something else. There I did zigzags and stripes. On my stem, I wanted it to kind of look 3D, so I made it a rounded stripe pattern. After that, I just repeated my leaf shape over and over. Now we're ready to add color, but don't forget to erase all of the lines that you may have missed when you traced. When we color, we're actually going to use marker and water. If you have watercolors at home, you can use watercolors, but markers and water will work just fine. So you just need markers, a cup of water, and a paintbrush. Draw a line around the outside of your image and then smear it around with the water and the paintbrush. And it looks like paint. When you do the pumpkin, do red first. That'll add a shadow to your pumpkin. If you add red around the outside of each section of your pumpkin. After you do a thick line of red, then do a thick line of orange. If you want your pumpkin to be extra bright, add more orange. Make it thicker than what I'm doing. Otherwise, you're ready to get your paintbrush and paint that orange in. Use a little bit of water and smear it around. Do the same thing with your leaves, but you can pick whatever colors you want for your leaves. I used yellow, green, red, and orange. If you want to use brown, or if you want to use any other color, you can use any other color that you want. But color the outside of each leaf in the color that you'd like, and then fill in with some water. When you're finished, let it dry and cut it out. If you got paper from school, you should have gotten a white piece of paper to make your pumpkin on and a black piece of paper to glue it onto. So cut it out and glue it down. You can use a glue stick or liquid glue. I can't wait to see your drawings.